Well guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the 100 Day Project, and welcome back to Cinque Terre. As we said in yesterday's video, I'll link it up here.
That's been sitting there probably for ages, that train, and now it's going to go.
Big lumber and jalopy.
It'll take a while.
Ignore what's going on in the background. Yeah, so we have 3 villages left to do on the little Cinque Terre route. And I think, given the fact that we're spending so long in each village, we might not get to do any hiking today.
Yeah, we'll give you tips about the best way to see these at the end.
We have lots of tips. But as we said at the end of last week's video, or on Sunday's video, we're enjoying it more than we thought we would.
It's getting louder.
It's getting louder. Let's go into this next village is
Corniglia.
Any train fans out there? Look at that. Oh, rubbing your thighs, aren't you? So one of the things to be aware of when you get off the train station in Corniglia, it's a fair old hike up a hill to get to the village. Now you can, Cinque Terre card does cover local bus services, so you can get one of those little tiny buses and would actually bring you up into the village as well. So if you're not that mobile, you can at least get up this hill. I'm also walking backwards, I'm going to fall over, everyone's going to laugh at me now, aren't they? You were just talking about ice creams.
Yeah, but we've just had a pair. I feel like I need to wait now to spread out my food.
Feed her little and often, folks, little and often. Oh, been looking for that. Agua potable. Couldn't find any in the first couple of villages, but drinking water, important on a day like today. It's only about 24 today, but it's certainly very, very hot. Let's go and explore Corniglia. Oi, 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 no dancing on this channel.
Didn't know you had the camera out.
Not a bad place to have a cold one. Not too shabby, Cinque Terre, not too shabby. Look up here as well. Time for our first Italian gelato. Very tasty indeed. Not bad price, €3 for a reasonably big tub.
Okay.
But unfortunately, melting very quickly, so I'm going to have to get stuck into it. Oh, trying to make the train. Right, well that is us finished with Corniglia. A very nice ice cream to boot. We think we've just missed the train, so probably got another half an hour or so to wait. They seem to be coming every half an hour. No need to be running like a yahoo, Nigel. Now this next village, Vernazza, is supposedly the most picturesque, some people have said, so let's see whether they are right. Much quieter now at the moment, and it's 2:45 in the afternoon. 2 villages left. Ah, this is where all the people were. Well, welcome to Vernazza. And this seems to be where all the people were. Eating and drinking by the looks of things as well. And I can already tell that Nicola's got a bit of a shopping head on.
No, I'm kind of wishing I'd shopped in the other ones now, because this is just full on commercial.
I saw you looking at the little dresses.
I thought there was lobsters on it, but it's actually peppers and things. I'm not sure he realises it's 3 o'clock. He's been chiming for about 10 minutes. Should have been 3 bells. 3 bells.
There you go.
Must have heard me.
Must have heard you. So you can probably see why a lot of people say that Vernazza is one of the nicest, because You've got the little cobbled, little sort of tiny streets, but then behind me here, which we'll go out to, you've got the harbour, looking over all the lovely coloured houses. This is where all the people have ended up. And all the people are eating, making us very jealous. Well, Vernazza, probably completely mispronounced. Probably our least favourite. Now, I think two things are playing into that. One, we are getting pretty tired. And two, very, very busy. Lots and lots of cafes, and just doesn't really have the same sort of feel as the other villages. I think a lot of that is to do with tiredness as well. So we're going to hop back on the train and head to the fifth and final village, Monterosso. Let's go. I feel like I'm back in London working. Well guys, welcome to Monterosso, the fifth and final of the Cinque Terre little villages. And it's once again rather busy.
Seems the further you go along, the bigger the towns get.
Yep.
And less quaint.
I think they said that this was the most sort of commercialised, and I mean it just looks like a typical sort of holiday resort with the beach here. But one of the benefits, now we didn't bring our togs with us, but one of the benefits of doing the villages this way is you could probably now go and jump in the sea and rest your weary bones. But yeah, definitely the most commercial of the villages. Yeah.
But we'll go check it out anyway.
Monterosso. So we were under the impression that Monterosso was a little bit more sort of the commercial side of things, and certainly along that front of the beach it certainly looked that way, but it still has lovely little sort of cobbled streets and side streets. And actually, because it is slightly bigger, it doesn't seem as busy, although as the day has worn on, the villages have definitely got quieter. Well guys, we've really enjoyed Monterosso, and we have
You with your rolling R's.
and we have just had quite a nice beer with
Karen, Colin, William and Thomas from South East London.
There you go. Hey guys.
Oh, hang on, or was it South West London? I'm really sorry, I can't remember which south bit it was.
I think they're Arsenal fans.
Are they doing better than Man U?
They're Tottenham fans, by the way.
Oh yes, are they doing better than Man U?
Everyone's doing better than Man U. Anyway,
really, really lovely to meet you guys.
Yes. So we are going to jump back on the train. We were going to go back into one of the little villages and have something to eat tonight, but we're actually going to just head back to...
We're getting a bit weary.
Yeah, we're going to head back to our little base, probably grab a pizza, some pasta, and then wander back to the campsite where maybe there will still be a chance of us staying an extra night, but probably not. Anyway, we'll see you back in Levanto. Well guys, that is us done and dusted.
11 hours later.
Yeah. And
long
about
day.
11 miles as well, and that is without any of the hiking. But we're actually going to bring a third video in this little Cinque Terre series where we will give our honest opinion, advice, tips. I think Nicola's got lots of those.
Yep.
In an upcoming video later this week. Decided it's actually still quite quiet now. We're not quite sure whether that's because the Italians don't eat till like 1:30 in the morning.
I think everyone's gone home for a shower and we're like ready to go back to go to bed.
We came out of the station, and clearly this is obviously a place where a lot of people stay because there was hundreds of people, but all the restaurants and stuff are empty. So we just ended up grabbing a couple of slices of pizza in a little sort of like pizza takeaway place. Wolfed that down, and now we're going to wander back to the van, chill out for a bit, and then tomorrow we are probably moving on.
I think if we could have got another night, we would have stayed, but we're not going to push it, and
No.
we might save our camping fund night for somewhere else.
Yeah, but as always, that will be a story for next time. Well, once again, thanks a lot for following along, and from the 100-day project,
And from Cinque Terre, which we've
Cinque
loved.
Terre. But we'll talk about that later. Oh, we're getting a wave. Catch up soon.